Bouchard Underground Show, the #1 Rangers podcast. Make sure you tune in and find out all the latest news. Let's go Rangers.
Blue Shirt Underground, motherfucker!
Can't BS a Ranger bad. Can't BS a Ranger bad.
This is an unlawful gathering. This is an unlawful gathering. The truth is out there. The truth is out there.
This is the underground. This is new media. This is the underground. This is new media.
Ranger fans, report to the critical thinking hangar. Ranger fans, report to the critical thinking hangar.
And now here is the starting lineup for the New York Rangers. And now here is the starting lineup for the New York Rangers.
This is New York Rangers hockey. 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 This is New York.
Good evening, Blue Shirt Undergrounders. This is your post-game wrap-up show for Game 5. My name is Jim, and as always, I'm joined by the one and only Eddie Geik. Eddie, here we are again on the brink. We have been here before. We are here again. How are you this evening, sir?
Wonderful.
The fan base has gone ballistic, my friend. Ballistic.
As well as they should. I don't know if a lot of their takes are lucid, but they should be very angry. They should. I give them 100%, not my permission, but my understandability, if that's a word, that they are very angry. I did not have lasagna. That was more of a joke. But I was at Vincent Clam Bar last night. I did not watch the game. It was on in the bar, and I was looking over. I did DVR the game, but I will tell you one thing. I am not a masochist. I did not want to sit through that. So I saw some lowlights. But if you want a breakdown of that shit performance, I cannot give that to you. I can give you opinion-based takes. I actually had salmon with vegetables. I thought baked lasagna was more of a comedy thing. Maybe ziti, usually hard-ending things. The hard consonants make good comedy. So, yeah, I didn't have the baked lasagna, but I wish I would have.
Hey, emotional eating is a real thing. There is.
Oh, yeah.
Food is real.
I have emotionally ate all my life.
Donuts, cakes,
pizza.
Yeah. Give it all.
Even like for good things, my friend, this is before we get into it. You remember the Sega hockey game, the Nintendo hockey?
Of course.
Like the
Great
Sega
games.
94, 95.
Yep, sure.
My friends would buy a box of Entenmann's Pop-Ems. Do you remember that?
Oh, they still make those. They're great.
They still make them?
Oh, yeah.
Well, to incentivize, is that the word? What's incentivize?
You got it.
I got it. Incentivize, I think. Doesn't sound right the way I'm saying it. But anyway, for me to score a goal in the game, if I scored a goal, they would let me have a Pop-Em.
What are you, a fucking seal? What, they treat you like a fucking seal? Throwing you a
It was like a joke, but it was serious too. They're like, all right, Ed, you can have Pop-Em.
It's terrible.
Wow, come on. I was 23 at the time. I was young and impressionable. Maybe they should do that with the Rangers.
They throw Mika fucking fish. Throw him a fish. Throw him a pop him.
So, yes, Yeah, Costa, you're right there. Those devil food crumb donuts. Yeesh, gabishi. I like mild. I'm not a hot guy. We get the mild from the store all the time. For like that's our a sauce, our gravy, so to speak. So,
So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna put this up at the top of this program that I am here for the anger from the chat, from our group, from our Patreon supporters. You guys are the creme de la creme. You are the people whose opinions I value the most. I am here for your anger. I am here for your frustration. Whatever. I'll post the link in a few minutes if you want to come on and you want to get mad, you want to rant. I'm here for all of it, but I don't have it. I got to be honest with you. If you're waiting for me to go Vesuvius right this minute, it's not going to happen. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I think, and I said this to Eddie right before we came on the air, I believe I might have reached the age and have seen enough where I am just completely desensitized to whatever this team does. Nothing surprises me. I think if you'd asked me going in what would be the most surprising outcome of this series, I would have answered you that a Rangers sweep would have been the most surprising. A Devils sweep would not have surprised me. Devils in 7 would not have surprised me. Rangers in 7 would not have surprised me. Rangers in 5, Rangers in 6, Devils in 5, Devils in 6 would not have surprised me. I am not surprised at the fact that they came out and laid a complete shitburger last night. Not at all. Dr. Chris, welcome back, sir. It is good to see you. Thank you for your support. It's good. I'm glad you're back. I got your email today. Thank you once again for your support. We're glad you're here. It's been a while since we spoke, so thank you. And I think that game last night with the Rangers giving up a goal to Andre Palat just 39 seconds into the game, before your ass has even made an imprint in your couch, it took the life out of me. It took the life out of the Rangers. It took the life out of the Ranger crowd at the arena. It took the life out of the team, if I didn't already say that. I felt like they were dead at 1-0. I don't know how that's possible, but they were. No quit in New York. I want to back that one up. Sam's still trying to sell those jerseys in the third period. I think even he thought it was a joke. So now, all that being said, and I know, and I apologize, Eddie, for ranting a little bit.
No, go ahead, man. I mean, you saw the game. You got the impressions. I want to hear, because I'm kind of surprised that it didn't get to you. So I want to hear. I want to hear your thought process.
Well, there is a closing statement to all of that. Now, I did see Jeff Drexler say, "I am tired of the '94 references," because we did see a lot of that today. The Rangers are in that same 3-2 hole that they were in 1994. So we did see a lot of that back page today. I did see a lot of it floating around. The picture of Messier and we will win game 6. Which wasn't really what he said. He didn't guarantee that they'd win, but whatever. It makes for a nice story. We were there. We know what he really said. But anyway, I am 100% convinced, and I'm not guaranteeing this, and I'm not telling you this because I think they're absolutely 100% going to win this series. I am 100% convinced that they will win tomorrow night. And if you follow me on Twitter, you know why I think they will win tomorrow night. They will win tomorrow night because they are the New York Rangers, because they have to extend our misery. The Rangers do not walk up to you and shoot you between the eyes. They kill you with 1,000 paper cuts. If they are going to lose this series, they are going to do it in the most agonizing way possible. They're not just going to get swept away. They're not going to lose. That would shock me. If they lost tomorrow night 5-0, they get blown out at home tomorrow night, that will surprise me. I fully expect them to win tomorrow night. What happens in game 7, I'm not ready to predict that yet. Okay. I would fully expect game 7 to go 3 overtimes, because this is going to drag out. Again, paper cuts. This is a million paper cuts. That's what it's like to be a Ranger fan. What's that? You simply walk up behind someone and you stab them in the heart. That line from Batman Begins. It's not like that. The Rangers do not kill you quickly. They will agonize you. They will drag this out, and they will do this if they're going to lose this series. And admittedly, it doesn't look bleak. And again, I don't concede anything until we're on the wrong end of the handshake line. I'm not going to tell you, we got it right where we want them or any of that bullshit. I'm going to tell you it looks bleak. But I am going to tell you they are going to win tomorrow night. I'm not going to guarantee it, but as long this isn't my first playoff series. This is 45 years of experience of watching this team. They're going to do this in the worst way possible if they're going to lose this series. Win or lose, they're going to do it in the worst way possible. They are going to make this as tough as they possibly can on us, and they will drag it out. So, yes, I fully expect them to win tomorrow night. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did they not go into Game 6 against Tampa, which is the series we all love to refer to back in 2015? They went into Game 6, which was in Tampa as opposed to being in MSG. And they blew Tampa out of the water, correct? I'm thinking 6-2.
Yeah, they got like 6 goals.
It was a big win. That would not surprise me to see that happen tomorrow night. It would not surprise me to see them just come out and blow the Devils out tomorrow night and then drag out the worst feeling. And that's where I'm at. I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. I'm not surprised. I'm not angry. There are a lot of things bubbling inside me. There are a lot of things I want to say, but I want to save them until this series comes to its conclusion. Let me rephrase that. I'm going to hold off my anger until the Rangers season is over. And then I got plenty. But for right now, I fully expect them to win tomorrow night. 8:00 ABC. Fully expect it. Because it's the cost of doing business with the New York Rangers. It's the cost of doing business. They don't sweep anyone. They don't make it easy. Sometimes I think they just want, play the extra games, get the extra revenue. Money, money, money.
I mean, I get it. It kind of consoles me that you think they're going to extend this game, series to 7 games.
But see, the problem is that I think they're going to win tomorrow night for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I totally feel that. This is what being a Ranger fan has taught us. Like you said, I'm not saying this because I think the Rangers are just going to flip some fucking switch tomorrow night and come out and play the way they did in the first 2 games and win the last 2 games of this series, and we're all just going to sit back with a cigar and say, just the way we planned it. No, I think they're going to win tomorrow night because they're going to drag this out, because they're going to twist the knife. They're going to twist it and twist it and twist it until you are gobbling a bottle of Xanax and drowning it in vodka, because nothing can ever be easy. And that's just the way it is. I was in a bad place last night.
I know a lot of people were.
I don't know, but I was in a real bad place for me. Like, I didn't see the game. Immediately, I look at the phone. It's 1-0. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, how many seconds did it take for fucking Palat to score?
39.
Okay. Have we seen this enough this year?
And it wasn't even like the puck just went up. It just went off Igor's glove. It just was one of those. It just went off his glove. It wasn't even like a great goal. It wasn't like a breakdown. It was just a shot that it went in his glove and it just went out of his glove. It was like there was a literal hole in his glove. It just happens. I'm not blaming Igor. I'm not blaming Igor. It's just one of those things. It wasn't one of those. exactly.
I'll tell you what the bad place was. Like, I was, I'm going through the YouTubes. I got the YouTube on my TV, so I like to watch a lot of the recaps. And I couldn't even look at the jerseys. Like, when I saw the Ranger jersey, I was disgusted by it. And I didn't watch any of the highlights because I was like, I invest so much time. We invest all as fans. We invest all this time and emotion, and all you get is shit on year after year. And I think this year it's especially nauseating that the first 2 games, it was an utter domination. I know you don't win a series in 2 games, but how do you go from getting 10 goals in 2 games to what they get 1 in the last 2 or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, now I'm back to where I was last year when the Rangers couldn't score in the playoffs. Now they don't even get shots. So to me, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. There's something rotten in Denmark. Why can't these guys score in the playoffs? Everybody else scores. People are down. This team is down 4-1. They come back. They may ultimately win. The Rangers can't even. They had 2 shots in the 3rd period.
Pitiful.
I mean, that is kind of like as you mentioned, that Tampa loss where the 3rd period was. There's no heart. There's no pushback. There's no pride. The Devils really have us that figured out. In a lineup that I said going into play was probably the most jacked lineup we have had since '94. Sorry for mentioning that. But coming in, none of these guys can score on a goalie that is untested, unproven, unworthy of even starting the playoffs. And they
and I just want to interrupt you for a second and say, not only is it's upsetting that they're not getting shots on goal, they're not even getting sustained shifts in the Devils zone, which we've seen all year, where they get sustained pressure and cycling and getting shots on goal. They're not getting that. I'm not exactly sure what the Devils are doing, but they've made some kind of adjustment. They're pressuring the Rangers. They're pressuring them in the neutral zone. The Rangers are still making those bad diagonal passes across the neutral zone that the Devils have figured out since game 3. Yes, Dr. Chris, we've got the video of that we're going to play, and we've got the video of Igor yelling at the bench. Eddie, I don't know if you saw this.
No, I did not see it.
But we will show that as well. The Devils have adjusted, and the Rangers haven't. And
I know, but Jim, no team is flawless. You can make all these.
I agree.
I mean, there is no perfect defense that you could play, and I'm seeing 2 years in a row where this team struggles to score in the playoffs. And I'm not thinking so much maybe the guys that they've acquired. Like, a lot of people are riding Kane and focus. The whole team can't. I mean, Tarasenko hasn't scored in 3 games. Everybody's hot on him. He hasn't scored. Zibanejad hasn't scored. There's something going on. I'm looking for the common denominators. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's the coach. I feel like these players, there's no way the Devils turned into a defensive juggernaut overnight. I think the blame really goes with the Rangers. Unless the Devils, after took them 2 games to get their sea legs, and they figured out, hey, we're better than the Rangers. We've got the confidence now, even with this schmo in goal.
I feel like the Rangers, the first 2 games, did a lot of. They worked the Devils down low a lot, pressured their defense down low, and for whatever reason, they either can't do it or they're not doing it. And that's been the difference between the first 2 games and the last 3.
I was just positively sick.
You want to see? You want to see Shesterkin?
Yeah, play some video. So
let me hang on. Let me pull this up because you didn't get to see this. And we've got the Gallant stuff. Oh, great! The Islanders have taken the lead. Fantastic. Let me see here. All right, here.
Got it through the backhand, and Shesterkin is still in the game. What a save there by Igor Shesterkin to keep it at 3-0.
Oh, Shesterkin just give it to the bench. He's like, let's get going here. He makes a remarkable save on.
Let's
Timo
get going
Meier,
here.
all the way down to the bench and said, let's go.
let's go.
Now, according to reports, what Igor actually said was, do your fucking jobs.
Wow.
Have you ever seen a goaltender make a save like that and at the whistle skate over to the bench like that during a non-commercial break? You know, I mean, if he's getting water or something like that, yeah, but have you ever seen, I don't recall ever seeing a goaltender do that where he skates over to the bench and starts yelling at the team. Hey, I mean, you know, Sean Hank used to yell at the team, but I don't remember him going to the bench. I remember him yelling at the team, but I don't remember him skating over to the bench and calling out the team like that. Now, I don't have a problem with it. Igor was the only guy who showed up last night. He's the only guy who needed a shower when that game was over. What's up, Brock?
I heard he was terrific.
It was. Murray Bannerman.
Wow. I think he's just throwing that name out there.
He played in the 40s?
No.
No, I don't get it.
70s, early 80s.
He roomed with Gump Worsley, didn't he? Yeah, but I don't remember Hank going to the bench for the step-on incident. I remember Hank skating about halfway towards the bench and then Stepan approaching him and saying, relax, 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 and then Stepan getting traded a month later.
Yes.
Get rid of his ass. We can't have that. But I don't remember any goaltender on any team going to the bench. I mean, he went to the bench. He got everybody's faces. He skated down the bench and said, and if he really said, do your fucking job, and it didn't work. I mean, that didn't work. Barclay Goodrow losing his shit after his fight didn't work because the Rangers then proceeded to give up a shorthanded goal, a bad shorthanded goal.
That I saw. Was that a Panarin bad keep-in that led to somebody didn't keep it in at the point or something?
You know, Jen asked me if that was Panarin that did that, and I, you know what? At that point, I was in such a fog in this game that I thought it was Adam Fox, but I'll let the
sure. I saw
I'll let the chat room correct me. I'll let the chat room correct me. I'm sure somebody knows exactly who it was. It was okay. So bad pass from Fox, took a bad hop, bounced off Panarin's skate. Thank you, Sean.
Okay.
I thought Fox was involved. Look, there's nobody to be applauded for last night's game. Igor was fine. Like I said, Igor was fine. That was about it. Chris Kreider, you know, first 2 games he was dominant. Where has he been? Where's Mika Zibanejad been? He was terrific in the first 2 games. Wasn't showing up on the scoreboard, but where's he been?
I don't know if that's sarcasm, Dr. Chris.
I think Dr. Chris is being sarcastic.
Yeah.
I'm glad we've got a couple of doctors here in the chat room tonight.
Yeah.
We've got some PhDs tonight. Thank God. I like that about Mikola, Sean. I don't understand why he's the one doing it.
He's the
Why is
biggest
it?
and the slowest, but he goes in.
But
He always go. I don't mean to criticize. I have no. Right now, I'm in some kind of stasis. Well, I think everybody sucks. I just so pitiful, the effort, the desire.
Right, yeah.
I mean, they made it like the season was the whole. They went through the season like they were just gonna amp it up for the playoffs. They couldn't wait for the playoffs to get here. They come out like a ball of fire, and they change goalies, and all of a sudden, Ranger kryptonite.
Right.
The wheels just fall off.
And I'm sorry. I don't like to agree. I don't like to disagree with the brethren and the Sizdren here, or in the Ranger lexicon. But I know it's fun to joke that the Rangers turn every backup goaltender into Ken Dryden, but that's just not true, because the Rangers were fortunate enough to face second, third, and fourth string goaltenders last year, and they rode that all the way to the Stanley Cup or the Eastern Conference Finals.
It wasn't easy, but they did it.
It wasn't easy, but they got past, the Antti-Rantas and the Needle Dick or whatever the fuck that guy's name is in Carolina, and Louis Domingue. I mean, and who was there was another Pittsburgh. Weren't there 3 goaltenders in the Pittsburgh series too?
It was Tristan Jarry. It was Louis Domingue.
Was Casey DeSmith in that series?
Yeah,
too?
Casey Smith.
Right. So, they're on second, third, and fourth string goaltenders. So, I know it's fun to joke about. I've made the same joke for years about the Giants with backup goaltenders, or backup quarterbacks, but it's not always true. I mean, there are plenty of times where the Rangers have made a backup goaltender look like a backup goaltender, and they've done the job against them.
But where's the
But for whatever reason, the minute this guy Schmid came into the net, they've stopped pressing. I don't know how they don't smell blood on this guy. I just don't. Again, I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed.
No, I'm disappointed.
The series is like your divorced father coming home, making big promises to take you on a big trip. Then on the day of the trip, Dad goes and gets cigarettes, and you never see him again. That's fantastic.
Well, I think that's a great analogy, because I can't even look at the sweater right now. I mean, I'm a big hockey card collector. I don't even want to collect a Ranger right now. I hate all of them. They've all disappointed me. I mean, I understand if the Rangers would lose a 6-game series and it was a well-fought series, but they're lying down.
This is a collapse.
This is a free fall. And I hope you're right, and they give us the tease win tomorrow just to put us on the torture rack and give it a few more cranks, and to lose in triple overtime on a goal by Eric Holla. I hope it goes to Game 7. I hope.
And again,
I don't see him getting off the mat. I don't see him getting off the mat.
This is 2 years in a row where this team has taken a 2-0 lead in a playoff series and all of a sudden completely forgotten how to play. And maybe they were gassed last year against the Lightning. Maybe that's true. I don't know, but I see a pattern.
Yeah.
As the Italians would say.
They came back last year down 3-1 to Pittsburgh. But I think the Devils are younger and more hungrier, and I just don't see it happening. But like you said, it could be more pain. My prediction is pain, and there's certainly that in the Rangers' history. So I was sickened. And if I would have watched it, I would have been probably not doing this show tonight. I would have said, Jim, I would have done it.
Do it your fucking self.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that. But I guess it was over before it started when Palat scored. You were like, "Oh, here it comes." Now I know this story, so I guess it would have been more
took everything out of
devastating
them.
had it been 0-0 and Palat scored with 50 seconds left. Maybe that's more torturous, I would think.
And I honestly thought that the first period, I don't know what the shot totals were in the first period, but I honestly thought that first period, that even though they were down 1-0 going into the intermission, I didn't think they'd played badly in the first period. And I kind of felt like, all right, this game is, it's still theirs for the taking. They're playing well enough to, to be in this game. But it just seemed like the longer the game went on, the less interested they were in winning that game. And, plus minuses, we only either bring them up when they're really good or really bad. Artemi Panarin -3, Chris Kreider -2, Vladimir Tarasenko -2, Mika Zibanejad -2, Adam Fox, Norris Trophy winner, -3. So you got to do a lot better. We'll see. We'll see what they have tomorrow night. But I fully expect them to win for all the wrong reasons.
Well,
I'm not giving some Tug McGraw "you gotta believe" speech. I believe they're going to win for all the wrong reasons.
I told the people I was
with his song,
I was eating. I said, you know what? I said that 3 years, I'm going to be done with this team. I said, I have a great life. Why? Why do I ruin it by rooting for this team? The fact that this stuff keeps me up at night, and I sit there and say, why? Again, I know nothing comes easy in NHL hockey. I watch around the whole league. There aren't teams that can only get 3 shots on net in a fucking playoff period. There just isn't. There isn't a team that can't get sustained pressure. Oh, God, with this guy.
Thank you, Sean.
I said with common denominators, you just flashed one. But I really think the onus at this point is all on the players. Oh, the experience, Joe. Oh, Patrick Kane. Oh, listen, Patrick Kane, what do you want? Johnny Brodzinski out instead of Patrick Kane? I mean, there's really no options. The whole team stinks. The whole team stinks.
I think it's on everybody.
That's what I think.
It's players, it's Gallant, it's Drury, it's everybody. We'll get into the postmortems when it's time. But like I said, for right now,
I don't think I disagree with Drury. Drury put the best he could do. It's the players that
did he? Did he? We'll talk. We'll get to it.
Okay, all right. All right, so let's play some video because I haven't seen anything.
All right, let's listen to Slappy here.
Tell me some jokes.
Hold on. Are the captions on? The captions are on. Okay.
One nothing out of the first period seemed like there were chances both ways, but it especially seemed like after they got that shorthanded goal, it was kind of different.
Yeah, it was like I said, the first goal was sort of a lucky goal off a face-off, and they got that 1-0 lead, and we had a few chances in the first, but just weren't good enough. I thought we played a lot harder than we did the other night, but we couldn't find a way to get a goal, and we had some traffic, and I thought the goalie played really well for them tonight. Our goalie was excellent too, but I thought Stibb was really good.
So, as far as the effort to generate goals, you were happier with that?
Well, there was a lot more guys around the net. I mean, he made a great save there on Capo on the short side there with the rebound play. So I thought we had a lot more traffic around the net and did a lot of things better. Wasn't good enough, obviously.
Do you feel like some of your big guys maybe trying to do a little too much? Maybe taking a couple penalties?
No, that was a tough. The penalty calls are tough calls. I mean, I think it was an interference in the neutral zone. It was good. It was the right call. but guys are trying to help each other. They tried to work hard. I was got no problem with their effort tonight. They competed. They come in here. Jersey played a hell of a game. We got to give them a lot of credit. They played their best game of the series, I thought, tonight.
Just the shorthanded goal, I mean, you know, the power play in general tonight,
Yeah.
make it that, and how important was that short?
Overall, it was good. I mean, obviously the shorthanded goal late there was, you know, tough to give up, but come with a break sometimes. We don't give up many of those during the season, and, you know, first one of the playoffs. So we got to be better, but again, it wasn't nothing. I don't have to feel the same, anything close to last game. So the effort's there. We've been in this position before, you know, last year twice in the first round we're down 3-2. So see what we can do. Go back home on Saturday and rally the troops and get it going. Thank you.
I don't understand. I don't understand how you can lose a game 4-0. Sorry, another YouTube video started at the end of that one. And it was. I don't understand how you can lose a game 4-0, get 3 shots in the third period, and you're not disappointed in the effort.
I thought we played better than the night before. Really? The goalie came up with good saves. He only had to face 3 shots in the third period. I agree with you, Dr. B. That's not what I want to hear from my coach. We played good. He's giving me a recap of the game again. Tell me what's broke. Tell me how you're going to fix it. Wowie the twoops. As Mike in Houston says. Wowie the twoops.
Look, he's all smiles already. Everything's fine.
He's at crackpots again.
You ready for this one?
Oh, yeah. Well, we had a good practice today.
I don't.
Get ready.
Tell me, there are. Eddie, you've been watching hockey damn near 50 years. There are people in this chat room that have been watching hockey 30, 40 years. Tell me what I'm missing. Tell me what you saw last night that I'm missing, that you could call this a good effort.
Like I said,
Dr. B has been watching hockey 50 years. I mean, we've probably got 800 years of hockey experience in this chat room without exaggerating. Well, maybe exaggerating a little.
Well,
what am I missing?
Dr. B challenged Bobby Nicer to a fight. That's how old. That's long as he's been.
Dr. B is hundreds and hundreds of years old. What am I missing?
47 years for Sean Kraft.
What am I missing? I've been watching this team since I'm 7 years old. That is 45 years.
I know.
What am I missing? Let's hear it. I gotta hear that. I gotta hear what
laugh.
Because now look at him. He's already got a smile on his face. Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him on HBO's Up All Night comedy special from Dangerfields.
Here he is.
Catch a rising star. He's going to be at Caroline's Friday night.
So, how are you feeling today?
I feel good. Besides this press goal.
Feel good.
Hope that doesn't
Losing. Yeah.
He feels good.
Good. I got the Hershey squirts after that loss. And he feels good.
He feels good.
You're down 3 games out to 2, Baldy.
Last night you said you were happy with the effort. Obviously, the score, I'm sure you're not happy with.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if the effort's there, what do you need more of to get a better result?
More goals, obviously. No, I mean, first 2 games were great. 5 goals, and then we got 2 in the last 3. So we just got to get more people there. I thought we had some decent chances, and Schmidt made some good saves. I thought that was his best game as a goalie last night for sure, because I thought we had some chances.
We're going to trade for him in the offseason.
Just got to get more goals, and again, we played our best hockey the last couple of years when our backs against the wall. So hopefully we'll be ready to come out. It was good. I like the way the guys were today. Nobody's down.
But why do we have to wait until our backs are against the wall to play our best hockey? He doesn't see a problem with this. The last couple of years. Oh my God!
You get up and ready to play your best game.
See, now the guy who wasn't getting upset, who was going to save it all for the end of it, now I'm getting upset. You're getting me upset.
Yeah.
Like Robert De Niro would analyze this. You're getting me upset. Oh.
Is it as simple as just more pucks to the net, more bodies to the net? I know you've harped on that stuff. Or is there more to it that you guys need to adjust to?
No, there's more to it. I mean, they're playing a good, really swarm D zone coverage, and they're working hard, 5 guys down low. I think we still pass up too many shots, and we still don't get that second and third chances in our zone. So we got to do more of that. And again, that's they're playing really well, so they're doing a good job. But we got to initiate it tomorrow night.
How much is that experience that you went through last year? Maybe.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it definitely helps. But again, we went through it last year, and I don't think our guys are going to quit tomorrow night. I think we're going to come out and play our best game of the series and work real hard and then get it back to a Game 7. So it's one game at a time, but I think tomorrow night we'll be ready to go.
Somebody get this guy the taxi.
Are these an attempt to spark the team, or do you see individuals that may fit better in
Yeah,
specific
more of that, but a little bit of both. I want to mess Lindy up, make him change his lines again.
Oh, cheeky bastard.
And like I said, exactly what you said. It's a little bit of both, Larry, but more the latter part.
Do you need to find a way to get Tarasenko more ice time?
I've been saying that to the guy the whole time. I mean, the power play, he plays the second unit, so. But yeah, no, it's. I'd like to see him play more, but I also want guys to take it. You know what I mean? Like when we get the opportunities, make me play him more. And I'm not trying to jab at him because he's been good, but I want guys that come out there and say.
Did he just say he wasn't trying to jab him or jab him?
Jab.
Oh, all right. Because I don't know what jab I don't know what jab had to do with it. I'm just double checking. Sorry.
That's true.
Make me play 18 minutes, make me play 20 minutes. And so we've done that the first 2 games, but we haven't done it near as well the last few. And he's going to be an important part. They're all, like I said, backs are against the wall, so let's go play our best game and take it one game at a time.
Those guys that have been on the top power play unit have been there really since Kane, since
Yeah.
got settled in. But I think it's over 12 in the last 12 opportunities. Do you look to change that? I mean, do you think
We might.
with Tarasenko?
I'm not telling you.
That's why you didn't show us today.
No, we
it on the live
talk
stream.
about it all the time.
You can
Honestly,
see it on the
we talk
live
about
stream.
It. Maybe we changed it last night and then we didn't get a PP in the third period. So, I'm not going to give away our secrets, obviously, but there's been conversations about different things and different units. So.
I know you're not a big pregame speech kind of guy, never have been, but what do you feel like your role is in this situation to try to get the team up for it?
You sound like the guy behind the bench last night, a Ranger fan. No, coaches are important. You get your team ready to play their best game. I mean, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to do what I always do, and I'm not going to change a thing. We're going to do what we do, and hopefully we come out and play our game. I'm not going to go in there and give one of those big speeches that I haven't done in 2 years. I'm going to prepare them the same way we always prepare them.
They're not prepared. They're giving up goals in the first minute of the game. They're not prepared.
Get in
Stop
there.
it. Stop that. Stop that. Go in there. Raise some hell. Don't
Throw
do it to the
some
media. Get in
fucking
their locker
thing.
room and raise hell.
Hopefully a little more.
And this guy behind him chewing his fucking gum.
Yeah.
Somebody go punch this guy. He's fucking blowing bubbles. I'm on YouTube here.
In our game and get ready to go play.
He's the new John
You said
Rosasco.
the guys seem loose today, but in the game, do you sense any pressing or
Definitely,
trying to-
for sure. Yeah, definitely. The guys want to score. Guys know they're top players and they're not scoring. But that's the playoffs. That's what it's all about. You go to every series and the team that's probably losing right now. A lot of coaches and a lot of players and a lot of teams are saying the same thing.
No.
We got to get our top guys to score. Got to get our top. They played hard. They play well. They're all good. They're all good people. They did it for us last year, and they're going to try and do it again tomorrow.
I know it's always important.
Well, we got good people, Jim.
To just to get that crowd behind you tomorrow.
He's a good man, Sam.
Yeah, that'd be real good. Yeah, get off to a great start, and like I said, just keep it going, and do what we can do.
There was nothing
He's got no answers. He's got no answers.
There was nothing that he said that could quell.
Inspired you?
Yeah. Now, there wasn't one thing he said, even to give me false hope. Go and lie to me. Say I talked to the whole team. They said, you know what? We're going to win
Lie to
this.
me.
Yeah. We're going to win this game for who was that defenseman who never came back from a concussion? What's his name?
Michael Sauer.
Yeah. We're going to win this for Michael Sauer tonight. I mean, lie to me. Say something.
They're going to wheel Sauer into the locker room like he's a Vietnam vet.
Yeah.
Like he's Ron Kovic, whatever that guy's name was.
I mean, he's just basically saying the plan is to win in 7 games again. His game analysis is terrible. I mean, I didn't see the game. Captain Pike references. Beep. Beep.
That's fantastic.
I don't know, Sean. I don't even know if they even listen to this fucking idiot. He doesn't go in the room and do anything. Do it for Ronkonkoma. For our statehood. I don't understand any of that. There's Pike. Beep. I'm flabbergasted for the first time.
He's a piece of work. I'm not going to give away any secrets.
As a results-oriented fan, I'm not very happy right now. I need something. I mean, I can't. He's not giving me any hope. With the jokes and he's playing, it's almost like he's trying not to get mad at the press, so he's making everything a joke. Because under there's got to be a hothead. This is a guy who would drop the gloves at a fucking anything. He was a fighter. He was a hothead. I think he works the refs really well. He gets in their ear. He can't go in there and shake, let's say, Lafreniere into a real number 1 pick. He can't go in there. And he's now I heard it. I did hear that today that he's changing the lines. Oh boy. I've seen that game before. And what I think the reporters were trying to get to at least, was why don't you try Tarasenko on the first power play unit? But he's so stubborn about it because I don't know what he's got with Kane going on. I just know as I watched the game, I got a lot of texts about they got to put Tarasenko on the first power play unit. Not that I think it's going to make an ounce of difference. But he won't even go there. Tarasenko, he's got some goals. He's played decent. I don't know what he did yesterday. Everybody stinks right now as far as I'm concerned. But it's almost like, I don't know, the laughing is just, the last thing that fucking idiot should be doing is laughing. Me and you come on a show. We do a show an hour and a half. I got my friends here in this chat room inconsolable about before the show even started. You got 18,000 people going to be at Madison Square Garden, paid $300, can't even pay their mortgage. More?
Sean posted a graphic. The seats were $5,000. There were for some seats for tomorrow night.
Oh God, those people should be. If you got that kind of disposable income,
you got fuck you money. I can't even imagine if you could
right
spend $1,000 on a hockey ticket.
That's right. Torch couldn't coach.
Never laughed, but he hasn't won in 20 years either.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he got lucky once. Oh God, yeah. This is what I'm reading from Sean here. This is just ridiculous. You know what? I got another bugaboo. During the playoffs, I don't want any of my guys available for an interview. Could you imagine in football at halftime? Well, we're going to talk to Saquon Barkley. No.
Fumbled 3 times in the first half. Giants down 28-0.
Yeah, you're not.
Let's talk to Saquon.
My guys aren't available. This is serious time. They got to sit there with Michelle Gingras asks the stupidest questions ever invented.
Right.
They're interviewing Braden Schneider. They're interviewing Patrick Kane. Get the fuck out of here. He's not available. This segment has been canceled because of the playoffs. I'm disgusted. That interview was horrible. And then today he's all smiles again, laughing it up. Is it nervous laughter? Would you want him to be? You want to be torts? How does that? All right. How does this guy?
You can.
Okay, I
could at least act like you take it seriously, right? We're going to go out and play our best game tomorrow night, even though I have no evidence to prove that. I have nothing to back that up. You know what? He lost me. He lost me when he said he thought the effort was good last night. Because I don't.
You guys
see it.
saw it. I mean, it looks like
I don't see it. I don't think I don't think most of our esteemed colleagues here saw it, but I don't know. I asked the people here in the chat with us to tell me what I'm missing, and nobody had an answer for me. How about putting the Mika Panarin Tarasenko line back together? I mean, do we have to die on the hill with Kreider and Zibanejad together? I understand they have this bromance that's just unparalleled in hockey history, but for the sake of my blood pressure, my overall mental health, for the sake of this fandom, do they have to be together? I mean, are these two just, they're not Siamese twins. They won't die if they're separated. They're not sharing livers and spleens.
What?
Split them up.
I don't know how you could. You get 3 shots in the third period, and you think it was a better effort than the night before. And Smith played a lot better.
I know we joke about the line juggling and everything. At this point, I would put everybody's name in a hat and pull names out and just throw the most unconventional lines out there you could possibly think of. Maybe you get a matchup, a mismatch somewhere, and something clicks.
Let me ask you this. Since I didn't see the game, the Rangers, I saw Goodrow fought ball.
Yeah.
And didn't Lindgren go after somebody towards the end of the game?
Yes. It was Did
the Rangers show a little bit of like?
And I had a bit of a problem actually with Lindgren. I forget who. Let me see if I can. Where are the penalties from last night? Who the hell was it that he was? Misconduct, Ryan. Maybe it was Siegenthaler, maybe?
Oh,
I think it was Siegenthaler.
I hate that asshole.
Him and Siegenthaler were going at it, right? And Siegenthaler had dropped his stick and was kind of pushing and shoving at Lindgren. and Lindgren's pushing back with the stick. You know what, dude? Drop the stick. I know you're the toughest motherfucker I have seen play for this team in 25 years, but put the stick down. Put the stick down and then go at it. Then go after the guy. And yeah, Goodrow had a fight, and he was, yelling to the bench, trying to get them going. Nothing. I don't even know, honestly, like, I thought it was weird that a Devil would even engage Barclay Goodrow in a fight, because you're up at that point 3-0. Why give the Rangers anything? But he must have knew that they had nothing, that there was nothing there.
Oy vey.
Did you see Rick Bowness after the Jets were eliminated?
I'm going to say so. Yes, I did see this.
Okay,
now,
I haven't seen this. I've only heard about it, so
okay.
I do have the video to play.
This is after. Usually when you're eliminated, you kind of say, you give the accolades, kind of like what Gallant's doing already now, giving accolades to him, but he's in his series still. Well, listen to what Bowness says after his team is eliminated. Listen to this, Jim.
Overall thoughts on that one? Overall thoughts? I'm so disappointed and disgusted right now. That's my thoughts.
Where does the disgust come from?
Pardon me?
Where does the disgust come from?
No pushback. But it's the same crap we saw in February. It was. That's why so as soon as we were challenging for first place and teams were coming after us, we had no pushback. This series, we had no pushback. Their better players were so much better than ours, it's not even close.
Feels like you've been holding these feelings on for a bit. Is it just out of tonight's game, or finally wanting to release that?
It started back in January and February.
What is it about this team's leadership core or the top end players? We've talked all.
We got to push back. There's got to be a pushback. There's got to be pride. You got to be able to push back when things aren't going your way. We had no pushback. Their better players were so much better than ours tonight. They deserved to win. They were the better team in the regular season. They were the better team in this series. Anything else? Good. Thanks.
How come he didn't laugh?
How come he didn't laugh? No yucks. No jokes.
He told it like it was.
Right. Neil Pionk didn't step up. There was no pushback from Neil Pionk.
Oh, boy. Huh. That's what I want to hear. Call me old-fashioned. He's just blowing sunshine, trying to... I thought we played better than the other night. You got fucking shut out.
How do you say that when your team had 3 shots on goal in the third period? All he did was throw bouquets at the Devils. That's all he did.
I don't know. Like I said, I would like a better better. A much more different. I would like to have seen a Rick Bowness reaction. Just to soothe my soul a little bit. But
right.
The players are ultimately responsible for this dismal. You got to fucking take it. You don't deserve to win shit if you don't take it. And I hope we get to a game 7. But if they go out and lay another egg at the Grand Dame of arenas.
Right. On the 7th floor, on 7th Avenue, 7 floors above Penn Station.
I find it ironic that tomorrow is April 29th, the anniversary of the LA riots. There may be a riot in New York if the Rangers. And it hurts because it's the Devils, too. It's a rival. And I feel kind of guilty myself, though, Jim. I went to Carolina. I was quite the braggadocio down there. I feel like I might have jinxed the Rangers by saying the Hall of Fame line and all this. And ultimately, there's probably 50 people down in Carolina who are just whooping it up when the Rangers got shut out last night because of me. But, yeah, I think you're probably right. They'll probably put us through the grinder, so they'll win tomorrow night. And then a triple overtime loss on an offside call that is not called offside by Toronto, and that's how it ends. Did they hold Jack Hughes to no goals? I saw Mercer scored, Palat scored. Did Jack Hughes?
Jack Hughes was held off the score sheet last night.
How did he look? As dominating or no? Ask Gallant, he'll tell you.
No, they played a great game.
They had a great game. They
played a great game.
Jack Hughes kid.
But somehow we're going to come back and play our best game tomorrow night because we play our best when our backs are against the wall. They might as well start the season 0-42 and just play up from there.
I don't know. I'm still holding on with my prediction. If they lose this series, he's going to remain the coach. What do you guys think now? As you see him,
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, all right.
I don't want to talk about it.
You're saving it all, right?
I'm just, I don't want to put the cart before the horse.
Okay, all right. Well, I know a lot of Ranger fans. I actually saw an older gentleman with a Ranger jacket on. I almost said something to him and said, "You haven't quit yet? I'm quitting in 2 years. Getting that Ranger fan pension."
The Ranger fan pension.
You know what that means? What do you get? Ungats.
Right.
Get.
He's been paying into his 401 Kovalev for all these years.
And, again, I don't want to. Chris Kreider's got to score even straight one of these years. I mean, I don't know what's going on in the playoffs. Oh, there he is. We got to wowie the twoops. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mike. I mean, they've had success, but this is an embarrassment. I mean, and one other thing I'd like to add here. With the Knicks doing good, I remember in '94, the Knicks went to the finals. The Rangers won the cup. There was a certain vibe in the air, like around Madison Square Garden. Like, it's not tangible. I mean, it was tangible, rather. And I feel like they're not even, like, sucking off that a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, the Knicks are doing
just sucking.
They're just sucking. You're right. So that's all I got.
Panthers take the lead over Boston 2-1. Islanders still lead the Hurricanes 1-0. All right, so how is this for a plan? You tell me if this works for you.
Okay.
I'm assuming that should there be a game 7, that it would be Monday. Now, I don't know that for sure. Because there's nothing on the schedule yet. So I'm unavailable Sunday night. So if there is a game 7, what if we do a wrap-up show here for the Patreon group at like 6:00 Monday, assuming that game is Monday? If there is no game 7, then we'll just do a full show, all anger. We'll let it all out.
Your beefs will be revealed
Monday night. Will that work for you? Assuming that if there is a game 7, that it's Monday, because there's no game Sunday.
Okay. So we're going to come back Monday at 6 if there is a game 7.
Yes. We'll do a pregame. We'll do a wrap-up / pregame for our Patreon followers. And if not, if there's nothing to pregame, then we'll do a big show at our normal time Monday night.
Sounds good to me.
Does that work for you? All right. Hopefully, it'll be a pregame show.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
Should be wild.
Thank you to everyone who has reached out regarding your Patreon donations. A lot of you just needed to update your payment method. and we appreciate you doing that.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Those of you who have not, just a reminder that if you do not have current payment information, sometime after May 1st, we will be removing you from the Patreon group. And, that's all. We just feel that it's that's the fairest thing to do to everybody that continues to pay. So for those of you that do not continue, sometime after May 1st, you will be removed from the group. And just, double check your payment information if you want to stay in here with us. We appreciate it. And just make sure you're current. A lot of you have done that, and we do appreciate it.
Yes.
And you can always reach out to me on Facebook and I can double check it for you. It's real easy for me to look it up.
See,
yes,
Andrew,
you did, Andrew, and we appreciate it.
We appreciate it. And hopefully it will pay dividends.
Yes.
I mean,
we'll see.
We have pictures of Gallant, the crackpots there. That went. Some of your dollars went for that photograph. There you go. You paid for that.
Right. Because we do pay Joe Catroni for his graphic artistry, his wizardry.
His wizardry.
Well,
Jim, I hope to see you on a pregame. I think.
I hope so too.
On Monday.
A skunk walks into a bar and he sees 3 Ranger fans sitting in the corner. He looks at the bartender and he says, "And you guys think I stink?"
Ah, come on. 3 Ranger coaches.
Ranger fans are the only people who can see a closed window and still insist they can shove a Russian goalie through it.
Oh. Oh boy, the pain is who was the doctor?
Rangers bench? The Rangers bench has more washed up vets than D-Day.
Oh my God! As Dr. Smith would say on Lost in Space, "Oh, the pain, the pain." All right, guys. Jim.
All right.
Mazel,
Everybody, enjoy your
this.
weekend. It's going to rain all fucking weekend again here in the Northeast.
That's beautiful.
Yes. So
wonderful.
No patio time, no outdoor time. Just be sitting upstairs watching the Marx Brothers or something.
Duck Soup I saw is on, I think, HBO Max.
Is it?
I'm going to watch it tonight.
Duck Soup, such a great movie. Night at the Opera is another great one. They're all great. They're all funny. They're all funny.
All right. Salute, let's fucking go.
Gonna play our best game tomorrow night. Don't ask me how, but that's what the coach says.
Yeah.
Thank you all for being here. We love you guys. If there's a game 7, we'll see you Monday at 6 o'clock. If not, we'll see you Monday at 7 o'clock, assuming the game is Monday.
Let's
Eddie,
go,
always a
Rangers.
pleasure. Let's go, Rangers.
Let's do it.
Go watch the NFL draft. We love you guys. We'll see you soon. Good night, everybody.
Good night.